What's up, y'all? This is your girl, Miss Jazz, on my She's Such a Fucking Lady / Absolutely Essentials LLC YouTube channel. What it do, y'all? I am out here in Denver, Colorado. As you can see, it's raining today. We haven't seen rain in a while. It's been like the weather has been changing. It's been getting cooler. But for the most part, we've been in like 80, 70, 90 degree weather. But it's starting to finally switch over. Got my little winter coat on. This is the first time I've worn this coat. And so, honestly, lately I've been going through a lot, y'all. And, I'm keeping my head up. I'm staying strong, taking one day at a time. But I had a miscarriage. I was like 2 months pregnant. And I miscarried. And honestly, I don't want to talk about why I miscarried. It wasn't something that I did. It was something on somebody else's behalf. But I wouldn't wish that shit on my worst enemy. It's very painful. And for women to be out here making men believe that they're pregnant and they're not, that's just not cool, because there's a lot of emotion that goes on behind having a miscarriage. And the way that I'm getting through it is I'm just having to look at it as maybe that is a spirit that God didn't want me to bring into this world because of everything that was going on, with the father and me at the time. Like, we've been together on and off for a few years, but in that particular moment of being pregnant, there was a lot going on, and maybe it just wasn't meant to bring that spirit into this world. And maybe, the next time around, it'd be a better opportunity. So I've been getting through that. But during my pregnancy, I did gain some weight. I didn't gain a lot of weight, but I did stop waist training, and that's had an effect on my figure. I stopped running, which is something I'm starting to pick up doing again. And then also, I had slowed down doing my photo shoots. There was a fashion show I missed out on, not because I was too occupied with being pregnant, but just because I was working. Like, I work like 4 jobs, and I go to school, and I'm a single mom. So it's just like, I feel like my focus this year has not really been on modeling. One of the things I'm working on is getting my tattoos professionally finished. Like, all my tattoos are professional, but there are some flaws in some of my tattoos that I would like to have finished before I start doing photos again and doing entries. And then I just been focused on other things like my business. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to build my brand. And then school, like I'm in college, and so I haven't really been focused on the modeling aspect of things. Granted, last year when I was doing modeling, I had so much fun. I met so many people. And although I was homeless because of something that was being done to me and my son, I still was living my best life. I was homeless, but I wasn't helpless. Like, people didn't even know I was homeless. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, just because you're homeless, it doesn't mean you're helpless. I'm not homeless anymore, but I did have to end up leaving my whole house. And that's a whole nother segment, a whole nother story. As a single mother dealing with the system in Colorado, I do have housing, and I have had housing for a very long time. But what people don't understand is that just because you're not paying full market rent, it doesn't mean that you're living comfortably. Housing is not a comfortable situation at all. Period, point blank. There's a lot of harassment that goes in behind the scenes. And what's so crazy is that these same people that harassed me to the point to where I had to leave my comfort zone and leave my son's safe haven are now offering me jobs. Like, I have so many job offers from the same company that made me feel uncomfortable enough to leave my house. So it just goes to show you, don't move to Colorado unless you got money, because they make it seem like living out here for free is the shit. It's not. I'd rather pay my full rent and have a peace of mind than deal with the bullshit that single mothers have to go through. And I think it's just because so many single mothers are not out here on their grind, handling business, doing what the fuck they're supposed to do, that those of us who do handle our business, we get stereotyped by those women. And so society, those 1%ers, they don't give a fuck. If you in the category of this person that's doing this, then they're going to label you as doing the same thing. But that's not the circumstances. And with that being said, you just got to know. You got to know in order to grow. And you got to be able to not give a fuck what other people think about you. Set your own goals, so set your own standards, and continue to achieve. You got to understand that for someone like me, personally, with my experience, I come from a place of pimps, prostitutes, drug dealers, gang bangers, where technically I wasn't supposed to be up the ladder the way that I am. And when I say up the ladder, people from my past didn't expect for me to be as stable mentally or as successful or as far as I've come today. People expected for me to be somebody that I'm not, a lot less value than what I am today. And so because of that, I get a lot of shit from society coming from where I'm from. And it's like, the way that I see it is just the enemy. It's just my enemies trying to knock my hustle. But like Jay-Z said, you can't knock the hustle. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to know who you are and overcome everyone else's opinion. Don't focus on everybody else's opinion. Just focus on your own ambition. And that's what I do. I just focus on my own ambition. I climb up that ladder. I take one day at a time. It's hard, but I know that in the end, it'll all be worth it, because what I'm going through on a daily basis right now, it's only temporary. My son is only 7 years old. I'm 30. I still have plenty of time to grow, and I'm growing every day. And so I guess this session here is just like me venting and kind of letting y'all know a little bit what I'm going through, and encouraging other women out there who probably need some encouragement that it's okay. Sometimes shit is hard, but it's going to get better. Don't be down on yourself. Get up, clean that house, put you on some makeup, do your hair, dress pretty, take a bubble bath, do something to make you feel good, and get up out of that funk. All right, y'all. Peace for now. It's been real.